There's a place about 2 hours east of San Diego that people go to off-road to blow off steam. And our family is one of those groups of people. We love to go out there, but I've got to be honest, when we're on the long, fun rides, my mind wanders and I daydream about dahlias. I'm in the middle of what was last year's dahlia field. It's empty now because I dug all the tubers up. But this is where all the magic happened last year. So I put up a little bit of shade cloth because we're pretty hot here and I didn't want the flowers burning or fading. But it worked out pretty well. We're going to change it up this year and I'm going to share a little bit about that with you right now. So this is the dahlia field that I was just standing in that is now empty. We're going to pull all of those posts and irrigation out of there and up over these trees. We'll zoom in to the lower part of our property where we are going to be putting in the new flower field. It's very exciting. So I've already started doing a little bit of grading because it is on a slope and I don't want the water to all drain off. So here's a little clip of me getting it a little bit flatter so that we can then put in beds that will not just all drain off, and we can work on amending the soil so it will be healthy and the plants can be healthy. And this is just a different view of the property from the back corner. We've got the goats in there bit by bit clearing the brush, and then we'll go in and backhoe it out. This is yet again another view from the other side. Now you can see where we've put in the little driving path and then one bed for the first bed of dahlias. Then we'll have 1 or 2 more rows for the dahlias, and then we're going to put in 2 wider rows that will then have many beds stacked up against each other. I'm very excited. I'm excited to see the before and then to be able to show you guys the progress. Yay! So another little bit of a catch up from what happened during quarantine. In July, my dahlia field was in bloom, or starting to come into bloom. So I took a leap, and on Instagram I posted that I had flower subscriptions available. And I just put it out there. I held my breath and my heart was racing, and I overfilled my subscriptions, and it was terrifying and super exciting and all of that, all of those emotions. So right after that, maybe a week later, I went out to dinner with my husband and we were talking about it and talking about pricing, and I was delivering the bouquets because we were in quarantine, and so I was promising contactless delivery, and really undersold it. I wasn't making any money on the first month. It was just to kind of get the flowers out there. And I was talking to him about how my dream that I really wanted was to take the Floret online workshop. And I was a little embarrassed about how expensive it was, that I was kind of wanting to spend the money on that. And he asked about how much it was, and he said, if you can earn half of that with your flower subscriptions, I'll cover the other half. And I think I cried. And so from then on, that was the goal. So I am taking the workshop, and I'm so excited. So this is the first week of it, and it's basically just setting the foundation. So you delve into your dreams and your vision for what you want, and you keep that totally open-ended, and then you fine-tune and you narrow down to what your actual passion is, and within the boundaries that you've set for yourself. For example, I have a young child. She's in school now, but I don't want to be working so much that I'm frustrated with her, and that I have no time for her, and that I'm putting her to bed without having spent any time with her or doing any of the mom things that I still have a heart for. So that's really exciting. We're working on that this week, and then we're going to be moving on to the next module. The things that I am the most excited about for this course, at least right now, I'm sure that I will get so much more out of it, but I'm most excited about really tackling and getting a feel for seed starting and doing that really successfully. And then, also a seed sowing schedule, like actually having the schedule so that I know from week to week what I should be starting, what I should be getting into the ground, and then what, based on all of that, what should be in bloom at what time. So that's really exciting to me. And then doing succession planting as well. I want to plant every single inch of growing space all at once, but that doesn't really work for then having a long season of blooms to work with. So I need to plant some of the spaces and then plant later the next set of spaces that then can be growing up while this set is in bloom, and then have more space available for another succession. And then when these have bloomed out, we clear them and put in the next. So I understand that kind of in a very basic sense, but to like really have to sit down and work it out and get it all straight in my head so that I can be organized about it and have then the extra time to be a mom and to be a wife and to keep house as much as possible through it all is really exciting to me.
In our last video, we talked about how days were getting shorter, chickens were molting, and we were not getting any eggs at that point. Well, probably within 3 or 4 days after making that video and posting it, we had 90-degree weather days, dry and warm and beautiful, and now our chickens are beginning to lay again. So we're really happy about that. Penelope's having a great time coming and checking every time she comes home from school to see if there are eggs in the coops. Yesterday, I think we started out with 1 or 2, and then we had a day where we only got 1, and then we had 3, and yesterday there were 4, and 2 of them looked very similar, and she came running to us and said that Bruda had laid 2 eggs yesterday, which was funny. So we're really excited. She's really excited too. Yeah. If you missed that video on the chicken correspondent with Penelope, we'll link that for you, and you can watch it or watch it again if you want, even if you've seen it.
All right, I wanted to give you guys a heads up too. Right now, I am sitting in our, what we've coined, the flower barn. And so next episode, I'm gonna do a more complete flower barn tour. And I'm also going to be starting soil blocking, which is a means of starting seeds without cell trays. So I've never done it before. I am hoping I will be successful, but I'm excited to try it. And of course, I'm not going easy on myself because I'm starting with one of the most difficult seeds possible, Lisianthus. So I have seeds from 2018 and 2019. So they're old seeds and they're pelleted, which they don't have a long shelf life when they're pelleted. I have no idea if I'm gonna have great germination from that, but we're gonna try. And if not, that's okay. I've learned something and I can try again another time. We will have plenty of other flowers. I just would love to give these pelleted seeds a shot that I didn't give in the year that I bought them.
We love it when, after you have viewed the video, that you give us comments down below on YouTube.
It also helps us to know who our viewing audience is and who's watching and what you guys liked, what you didn't like, what you're interested in seeing more of. If you have questions, ask us underneath the video. We would love to answer them either in the comments or in a future video. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. And if you want to see when we have more content out, hit the bell for the notifications and you'll get notified.
Our content will get to you right away.
Yes.
When you hit that bell.
It means a lot to hear feedback about what we're doing. Thank you so much for watching this video about the steps to doing a flower farm. We're super excited about all of it, about working from the ground up, and we can't wait to cultivate the comfort and joy of flowers out of our property and into the hands of our community and our hyper local community. So it'll be a lot of fun to do. Penelope is at school, so
yeah.
She's not part of this. Cheers.
And we miss her.
Yes, we miss her cheer and her silliness and her cuteness.
Her outtakes.
Yes. All right. So from SunDust Farm Homestead, from 2 out of the 3 of us. Cheers. Cheers. So I'm gonna stop this.
Oh my goodness! Hello, shells. We it helps us to interact with